This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea. Dear listeners, now we start English language service of Voice of Korea from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Now we present the immortal revolutionary paean, Song of General Kim Il-sung. We now bring you the immortal revolutionary paean, Song of General Kim Il-sung. listening to VOK, Voice of Korea, News Now. Kim Jong-un, president of the State Affairs of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, held a phone conversation with Comrade Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, president of the Russian Federation, on August 12th. They exchanged greetings with each other and had a conversation in a warm camaraderie atmosphere. Kim Jong-un expressed heartfelt thanks to his most esteemed Vladimir Putin for warmly congratulating all the people of the DPRK on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of Korea's liberation. He said that all the Korean people greeting the 80th anniversary of their country's liberation will recollect with reverence the heroic feats performed by the officers and men of the Red Army 80 years ago as a genuine example of true internationalism and pay a high tribute to the fallen fighters of the Soviet Army who sacrificed themselves for Korea's liberation. The heads of state of the two countries highly appreciated the further development of relations of cooperation in all fields in accordance with the Treaty on Comprehensive Strategic Partnership concluded between the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and the Russian Federation, confirming their will to strengthen cooperation in the future. The Russian president highlighted again of the support provided by the DPRK and the bravery, heroism, and self-sacrificing spirit displayed by the service personnel of the Korean People's Army in liberating Kursk, part of the Russian territory. Expressing his heartfelt thanks to Putin for his high appreciation of the DPRK and courageous, Kim Jong-un expressed firm conviction that the DPRK will always remain faithful to the spirit of the DPRK-Russia Treaty and fully support in the future too all the measures to be taken by the Russian leadership. The heads of state of the two countries exchanged their views on the issues of mutual concern. Kim Jong-un and Putin agreed to keep closer contact in the future. The General Association of Koreans in China, the Federation of Korean Economic Workers in China, and the Association of Young Korean Nationals in China sent floral baskets to the bronze statues of the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il on Mansu Hill on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of national liberation. The floral baskets were laid before the bronze statues of the great leaders on the 12th. On the same day, floral baskets were placed before the bronze statues of the great leaders in the name of the study tour group of the General Association of Koreans in China to the revolutionary battle sites in the area of Mount Baekdu, and the second visiting group of offspring of the General Association of Koreans in China. Korean compatriots in China sent floral baskets to the bronze statues of the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il on Mansu Hill on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of national liberation. The floral baskets were placed before the bronze statues of the great leaders on the 12th in the name of the family of Hwang Baek-ha, a China resident Korean related to the anti-Japanese revolution, the family of Cha Soo-jin, a China resident Korean, manager Li Huang, and deputy manager Li Ji of the Jiangshan Company Limited, Biao Cheng-lung, president of the group of chairpersons of the Association of Korean Businessmen in China, and other Koreans in China. Meanwhile, Cha Ryong-ho, vice president for joint operation of the Pyongyang University of Science and Technology, laid a floral basket before the bronze statues of the great leaders on the same day. Lots of officials, working people, and youth and students visited 40 exhibitions for celebrating the 80th anniversary of national liberation, now underway in the provinces or municipalities directly under the central authorities. Displayed at the venues of the exhibitions are photos of the great leader Kim Il-sung, an ever victorious iron-willed brilliant commander and peerlessly great man who defeated two formidable imperialist enemies in his generation and provided the history and tradition of eternal victory of heroic Korea, the great leader Kim Jong-il and the respected comrade Kim Jong-un. Members of the Foreign Diplomatic Corps in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea visited the Korean Revolution Museum on the 12th on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of Korea's liberation. They looked around the rooms for the period of the anti-Japanese revolutionary struggle, being briefed on the undying exploits of the great leader Kim Il-sung, who created the immortal Juche idea and accomplished the historic cause of national liberation under the banner of self-reliant independence. students of revolutionary schools enjoyed themselves at the Wonsan-Galma coastal tourist area. The respective Marshal Kim Il-sung obtained measures for students of the Mangyongdae, Chilgor, Nampo, and Sanai revolutionary schools and the Donghae and Sohae schools to lead a pleasant cultural and emotional life to the full with coastal tourist activities. Students of the Mangyongdae and Chilgor revolutionary schools arrived in the Wonsan-Galma coastal tourist area on the 9th, and they were warmly received by its officials and employees. The happy days spent at the cultural recreation resort were the days when the students more warmly felt the paternal affection getting deeper day by day and served as an occasion that added ardent desire to infinitely love and glorify their country, to shine more brilliantly with entities of high civilization and rejuvenation. A steel works was built in South Hwanghae province. The construction of the iron and steel producer with furnaces, oxygen converters, induction furnaces, and rolling equipment based on advanced metallurgy laid rather firm material and technical foundations to make a substantial contribution to the economic development of the province. The inaugural ceremony of the Hwangnam Steel Works was held on the spot on the 10th. Present there were Park Tae-berg, Chief Secretary of the South Hwanghae Provincial Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, officials and working people in the province, and employees of the works. An inaugural address was made by Kim Chul-bum, chairman of the South Hwanghae Provincial People's Committee. After the ceremony, the participants looked around the works. The non-permanent Central Committee for Promoting Regional Development Reforms and Policy is intensifying guidance for successful technical sessions to improve the academic qualifications and medicine of regional medical workers. It is strengthening the system of transferring advanced medical service techniques to regional medical workers. Now more than 100 medical workers selected from the Gangdong County, Ryonggang County, and Kusong City hospitals are attending the technical session at the hospital of the Pyongyang University of Medical Sciences. The committee is also directing efforts to the preparations for the short course of directors and vice directors for technology of the city and county hospitals who will manage the modern hospitals after their inauguration. Under the guidance of the committee, the Ministry of Public Health is helping the internship bases and central-level hospitals hold technical sessions for regional medical workers. The Yeongbunjin area in North Hamgyong province is changing into a cultural recreation resort for the people. The area is an ideal place for cultural recreation of the people for its unusually beautiful coastal scenery and good traffic conditions. The province concluded the construction of tens of public buildings and the huge embankment project after building hundreds of dwelling houses and finished thousands of square meters of outdoor sports courts and infrastructure projects and creation of green landscape. The construction of the Yeongbunjin Haeyang Hostel is also promoted on a full scale. And that was the end of the news. This is Voice of Korea. This time we will listen to the song On the Road of Fighting, following the genre created in 1978.
Song of Women. The great leader Kim Il-sung liberated the country occupied by the Japanese imperialists through an armed struggle on August 15, 1945, so that the Korean people could reach a new turning point in carving out their destiny. After the country was liberated from the colonial rule of the Japanese imperialists, the social position of the Korean women was remarkably changed. In particular, the Korean women, who had been under oppression and restraint due to feudal fetters for a long period, became the masters of new careers under the care of Kim Il-sung in the liberated country. Kim Il-sung wisely led the work to organize the women's organization first among the working people's organizations and brightly illumined the road ahead of the women. Under his leadership, the law on sex equality was promulgated on July 30th, 1946, bringing about a proud reality of women's emancipation. The Daily Rodong Sinmun on July 27th, 1947, introduced a change in the life of the Korean women after the promulgation of the law on sex equality, saying, 4,488 have been already elected members of the People's Committees at all levels, and 24 elected to the People's Assembly, the supreme organ of the People's Government. 13 female judges, 4 public prosecutors, and more than 100 assessors are working at the judicial organs. Dr. Han In-young, fiction chief of the Academy of Social Sciences, said, "These are the Korean women changed after liberation, though they suffered extreme humiliation and oppression in the past," and continued.
여성 천시로 얼룩진 그 피눈물 나는 역사에 그 정체불을 띠고
The Korean women came to be able to put an end to the history of bitter tears, woven with the contempt of women, and learn and work to their heart's content with the same right as men. Their lives became lyrics and melodies. Women advancing under the people's power, the foundation of the country is laid with the restraint every day. The Korean women sang the song of women everywhere in the liberated country. In the past, when they were deprived of their country, the Korean women sang the song of bitter tears, likening their destiny to the garden blossom withering under the fence. After the country's liberation, however, they devoted themselves to the building of a new country, singing the song of women with the pleasure of dramatic change in their life. The song of women, which resounded far and wide in the sky of New Korea, was a song of ardent thanks to the liberator Kim Il-sung. It was a song of pledge of the Korean women to devote their all to the new country of the people.
So far you've been listening to an account titled August 15th and Song of Women. This is Voice of Korea. Now here is the trumpet quartet. It is our boundless honor to have him as our leader. Yes.
female cause, we have entrusted our destiny and future to him.
Now you will appreciate the song, Oh, Longed for Marshal Kim Jong-un. If there is a fire boiling the sea, it is the yearning in my heart. If there is strength trapped in time, it is the yearning of the whole soul. Oh, believing and following only the fatherly Marshal Kim Jong-un, I will devote all my life with loyalty to him. I will remain loyal to him to the last. Now here is the light music, the pattern where I call. a female solo and Tang Mother's Voice.
Now, Yuri is also senior soloing Tang. I will follow him throughout my life.
this time we bring you the song, Those Who Follow the Revolutionary Road Are Crowned with Glory, Alive or Dead, from the revolutionary opera Tale of Forest, created under the wise guidance of the great leader Kim Jong-il.
Dear listeners, with this we conclude the English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language service for Europe between 15 and 16 hours UTC, between 18 and 19 hours UTC, between 21 and 22 hours UTC, and between 13 and 14 hours UTC on 13,760 kilohertz and 15,245 kilohertz. For North America, between 15 and 16 hours UTC and between 13 and 14 hours UTC on 9,435 kilohertz and 11,710 kilohertz. And for Northeast Asia, between 4 and 5 hours UTC and between 6 and 7 hours UTC on 7,220 kilohertz 9,445 kilohertz and 9,730 kilohertz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.